Welcome to this afternoon's program, A Tale to Tell. And like I said, Dina is here with us, and she's going to be showing you some really interesting stuff very shortly. As you can see, we've got a picture here that kind of gives you an idea of what the program might be about, and if you read the description, you already know. All right, just want to talk a little bit about summer reading. On our next slide, we've got some information. Our theme this year is Tales and Tales, and summer's still going on. And you can find out all about our events, activities, reading challenges on our landing page at hcplc.org/summer. And also we're going to talk a little bit now about our reading challenges. If you've participated in past years, you'd be familiar with Beanstack. We have 3 challenges, one for adults, one for tweens and teens, and one for kids. And there's still time to sign up and track your reading to be eligible for prizes. You can do this at hcplc.beanstack.org.
Do you know what starfish, salamanders, lizards, and alligators all have in common? They go through mitosis. Growing new body parts sounds a little like science fiction, but in the animal world, it is very real. And having the ability to live through a predator's attack that could kill them is a huge advantage. Whether it's a leg or a tail that can be sacrificed for survival, regeneration, or the process of mitosis, it's a truly amazing animal defense. Though they both have similar body shapes, lizards are reptiles, while salamanders are amphibians. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later in the program. Danger strikes. A predator grabs an animal. It holds tight to the animal's leg or tail. This usually means death for the prey. For a few animals, however, there may still be a chance. Some animals can wrestle free and leave their leg or other body part behind. And for a few other animals, this does not mean that they have to live the rest of their lives without a leg or a tail. These animals can grow new ones. They are called regenerators. During development and growth, mitosis populates an organism's bodies with lots of cells. And remember, cells are those smallest basic building blocks of every living thing. And it starts to replace the old worn out cells with new ones. A regenerator cells are super special. A prime example of this type of regenerator is the axolotl. Do you see him in that picture there to the left? Aren't they cute little animals? They are a species of aquatic salamander. Unlike humans, it has the superpower of regenerating its limbs, spinal cord, heart, and other organs. But the axolotl is not the only member of the animal kingdom that can do this. And you can see in this picture here to the right of the axolotl how that regrowth would happen step by step. And let's talk about some other animals that also have this superpower. Flatworms can regrow their entire bodies from only a tiny piece of their original selves. Even among vertebrates, or animals that do have spines, the axolotl isn't the only animal capable of regeneration. Young frogs are known to regrow limbs. I bet you've even seen this before. Though they lose their ability when they change from tadpoles to adult frogs. So they have it for a while when they're young, but then they can't regrow things later in life. On the other hand, the axolotl retains it throughout its entire life, making it unique among vertebrates and a great model to study for scientists. Mammals are not able to grow new body parts. And since humans, that's us, are mammals, that's true for us too. If a human loses an arm or a leg, it's gone for good. It may heal, but it will never grow back. Humans can regenerate some things though. For example, new skin can grow to heal a wound. Bones can grow back together if you broke one. New blood cells are being made all the time to replace lost blood cells. And the human liver has amazing regenerating power. It is a part of our digestive system. And if it's damaged, doctors may remove part of it. The part of the liver that's left will grow. It's one of the only parts of the human body with this power. Please visit our streaming service Hoopla at hcplc.org/books to find out more about amazing animals, such as the salamanders we've talked about. You can see the first book here is Salamanders. It's a simple, easy to read text combined with vibrant color photos. And in the second book, you will learn how salamanders are the masters of regrowth and also learn about its tongue, teeth, and different species of salamander. Both books are aligned with state standards. And now let's review all these different types of animals that we talked about in this program. So first we've got our reptiles, which have the dry, scaly skin, and they're the lizards, geckos, turtles, snakes, crocodiles, dinosaurs, and even birds that we talked about. And we mentioned amphibians. These are cold-blooded animals with a backbone, such as salamanders, toads, and frogs. Then we talked about mammals. That would include us humans. Look at that cute dog in that picture. These would be warm-blooded animals with a backbone that have fur or hair, have milk for their young, and have a live birth. So some examples would be seals, whales, dolphins, rabbits, squirrels, sheep, cattle, horses, and of course humans. And we talked about vertebrates, which are animals that have a backbone or a spinal column. And examples would be mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. And we talked about invertebrates, which are animals without a backbone. And this group would include arthropods like insects, arachnids, and crustaceans, mollusks like snail, squid, and octopus, annelida like earthworms and leeches, and cnidarians like you see in the picture here, jellyfish, sea anemone, and coral. Here's some chapter books for you to explore all about Florida animals. So if you're looking to get some more information in this area, the first one here is called The Missing Gator of Gumbo Limbo by Jean Craighead George. This is about a sixth grader who searches for a missing alligator destined for official extermination and studies the delicate ecological balance keeping her outdoor home beautiful. I don't know where all of you live in Hillsborough County, but I know that we have gators all over the place. So it's interesting to read about some different people's perspectives on how to live with them in our environment. The second one is Tree Castle Island by Jean Craighead George. After building his own canoe, 14-year-old Jack Hawkins goes to try it out in his beloved swamp, where an accident tests his survival skills and leads him to a shocking discovery. And finally, our suggestion for you would be Hoot by Carl Hyacin. Roy, who is new to small Florida community, becomes involved in another boy's attempt to save a colony of burrowing owls from a proposed construction site. So this one's about owls and not the alligators. And some more shout outs for you. You can check these out from the shelves in your local library. We have animal body part regenerators. A lot of the information you heard today will be reinforced in that book. Salamanders and other animals with amazing tails. Well, if some animals can regrow tails, I wonder what other amazing things they can do. And finally, where's my tail? And again, you can visit Hoopla for music in addition to the books we recommended earlier. And you can go on Mayan to access other books like Whose Tail Is This? A look at tails swishing, wiggling, and rattling. And if you haven't checked out some of our newer streaming sources like Canopy and Canopy for Kids, there is a wonderful cell division video all specifically about mitosis if you want to find out more, and an Earth to Luna episode called A Tale of Tales. Trivia time! All right, let's see what we've learned in tonight's program. So Chris, can we launch the first poll question?
All right, yes. Question 1 is coming right now. The question is, what is a salamander's superpower? All right, 89% of the audience voted that that salamanders can regrow their limbs. 11% voted that invisibility is their superpower.
Most of our people are right here that you can regrow limbs, and that's exactly what the superpower is. I wish I could see those numbers here.
I know, I'm sorry. So what animals do not have this superpower? Is it sea star, axolotl, guinea pig, or salamander? All right, the votes are coming in.
We talked about so many animals. This is kind of tough.
I know. All right, it looks like 100% of you chose guinea pig. What do you think, Dina?
I think that we have some very smart scientists on our hands
Yeah.
tonight, Chris.
All
Yeah.
right. That's great. Okay. All right, I'm going to hide that one. And now we're going to move on to our next question, which is, what is mitosis? Is it a new type of snack, a new type of animal, regeneration of cells, or camouflage? And it
What
looks
do we
like
think mitosis is?
22% of you said a new type of animal, and 78% of you said it was regeneration of cells.
Oh, the majority of us were right with regeneration of cells. Those were some big words we were talking about tonight. Regeneration,
Yeah.
mitosis, but you're absolutely right.
All right. We got one more question for you. I'm going to hide those results. I'm going to bring up the next one here. Here we go. Now, a human can regrow, and you can choose all that apply. So you can choose more than one. So a human can regrow feet, their liver, skin, or blood cells. Let's see. 78% of you said liver. Also, 78% of you chose skin, and 56% of you chose blood cells. No one chose feet, Dina.
Well, you know what? That's because they're the smart scientists. They're all
Yeah.
correct.
All right. Way to
Yay.
go. That was fun.
I guess
Good job, everybody.
there was a lot of information tonight, and they definitely were listening. Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time for a craft. You get to color your own gecko and act out mitosis with it. This is used with permission from the Racine Zoo, so thank you very much to them. And here's some directions. This is also located in the panel on the right with the handout with all of our resource and book shout outs for you. You can download this particular craft and print it, and then you'll just need some scissors, something to color with, and maybe some tape, or you can use sticky tack, whatever you have on hand. You're just going to color your gecko, cut it out, roll up a little piece of tape to place the tail to the body, and pull it apart to see mitosis in action. And here's a sample for you that we did here at the library. You can color them in any colors you want. You can even make multiple ones. And we'd like to ask you too to please take a picture of your finished version and post it to our social media or send it to us via any of these contacts that you see here on this page. Or you can also tag us at hashtag HCPLC21summer. And join us next week for building backyard habitats next Friday, July 30th at 4:30 p.m., where you can explore different crafts and learn actions that you can take to help local wildlife, maybe even some of the animals that we talked about tonight. And then stick around to join our summer reading closing celebration at 6:30 p.m. on Friday, July 30th. Do we have any questions or anything, Chris, in our
Yeah.
chat?
Yeah. Let's bring our cameras back up, and everyone, now's the time to ask questions if you'd like. So in the question section, please feel free to post a question, and we could try to get some answers for you. Also, that craft that Dina just shared with you is also available. You can download the PDF. She may have already mentioned that, but I wanted to remind you, in that handout section, there's that book list and the craft there. So go ahead and grab them while you can, okay? All right, let's see. We've got a question here. Someone wants to know, how do geckos stick on the ceiling? Do you know?
Hmm. I know they have sticky stuff on their fingers. I've seen it in books before where you can even feel like a touch and feel book. I'm not sure what makes their feet sticky, but that's how they stick. Just like a
All right,
tree frog.
that's true. It is amazing, yeah, the things that they can do. Like you can, if one gets into your home, and you, like a lizard, all of a sudden you look up, it's on your ceiling. You're like, what? How did that happen? Oh, yeah, someone says cool. They thought that was a cool answer. Any other questions? Please feel free to post them now because we're here and we'd like to answer them. Again, I'll remind you one more time that you can download the book list and resource list because there's some videos also on there and some music that she shared. You can download that from the Handouts section. Any other questions? Don't be shy now. Okay. All right. Well, Dina, that was a really good presentation. There's lots of information in there and lots of great resources that you shared that everyone can go learn on their own. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for putting this together. And thank you everyone for coming this afternoon. If you'd like to contact the library, you can go online at hcplc.org/contact or call us at 813-273-3652. And like we mentioned at top, we have our summer reading landing page. It's still going on, so check it out at hcplc.org/summer. There's a lot there about activities, reading lists, reading challenges, and more. All right, with that, I'm going to say, well, you know what? We have one more question, and I'm going to ask it because it just came in.
Okay.
Why was, this is a funny one. Why was the dog wearing glasses in your slideshow?
Maybe it helps them to read those fantastic books the library offers.
That's right. Good answer. All right. All right. With that, I'm going to say thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dina, for this great program. We look forward to seeing you soon. And we'll see you at the next program. Okay, everybody? Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, Chris. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Dina.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.